We have an absolutely beautiful fall morning to look at the garden of Dee Nash. We're at her home. Dee, thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you for having me.
This is such a treat. You have, how much garden area do you maintain?
I maintain about an acre total.
Wow. Did you start that big?
No, I started with a tiny little square, a tiny little square of a vegetable garden, and then it grew to this.
So this is amazing. And this is actually where your garden started, right here, is it not?
Yes, it is. We started with a plan out of a magazine, and it started out as a vegetable garden, and then eventually it became all of this because, the flowers kind of crowd in.
They kind of crowd everything else out, don't they?
They do.
So, and you actually moved your vegetable garden then?
I did. My vegetable garden is now up on the hill. It's a potager.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So, well, this is beautiful, and it's fall, and it just still looks gorgeous. And what are some of your favorite plants for
Some of my
fall?
favorite plants for fall? I really love the grasses. I love the panicums, the switch grasses, and I love the beauty berries, and I love mums, true garden mums and asters. I have a lot of asters. In fact, I think I have an aster addiction.
Well, it works very well this time of year, and it's kind of important to have those plants that bloom in the fall, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's important for the pollinators because, we're on a migratory stop for butterflies as they come, especially for monarchs, as they come down to Mexico. And so I try to plant things that they like to sip from, and hopefully, we'll be able to help them.
Very nice.
Sulfurs are another butterfly that is really predominant in the fall.
So, well, it just absolutely looks gorgeous. And I also noticed that you've left a lot of seed heads here.
I have.
And this provides good interest.
Yeah, it's good fall interest. Like this is a Hydrangea Arborescens, and it's Annabelle, which is a native to Illinois. And so I grow it here, and it has these big fluffy white seed heads, but in the fall those turn to a lovely brown, and the leaves turn to a lovely kind of golden brown, and I think it makes it much prettier. And they should be turning in the next couple of weeks.
So it's gorgeous, and then it even lasts through the winter.
Sure, and not all fall and winter interest is about flowers. Of course, winter's not, because it's too cold unless you have seed heads left over. So you've got to have other plants, like the beauty berries, like other types of plants that have beautiful leaf color and berry color, and plus it also helps your birds in the fall.
And when would you cut the seed heads off?
I actually cut them off in spring. I cut them off like about March is when I do it. I just leave them all winter because I like the way it looks.
And that doesn't affect their bloom then?
No, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't this one. I mean, if you had a macrophylla type of hydrangea, that would be different. So you need to check which type you have. This one, it doesn't hurt it a bit because it blooms on new wood.
Very good.
One of my favorite plants ever.
So, well, let's go look at your kitchen garden.
Okay, great.
Oh, Dee, this looks really nice.
Thank you.
And you're kind of switching over your seasons here, huh?
Yeah, the tomatoes are still up, but before long I'll be pulling those down. It's getting too late for them. And then now I'm putting in like kale and chard, and also I still have some basil because I just can't do without the basil. I keep it as long as I can. And then just some other plants, lettuces, spinach, things like that.
Very nice. And the height of this is great.
Well, thank you. When we put it in, I was tired of being down in the vegetable garden on my knees. You know how all gardeners have bad knees and bad backs? So I just put it at seat height because now I can just sit on the edge and reach to the middle, and that's why they're that far wide too. They're about 4 feet wide. And then also we sit out here for parties and stuff, because they make such great seating. But that was just, we didn't plan that. It just worked out that way.
That's really nice. And we really appreciate you asking us to come and maybe we can just walk around some more.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.